Hey traders, coming to you live from the gym this morning, and I thought to do a live stream for you guys and to give you guys a bit of an update on what I'm seeing happening in the markets right now. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on in this live session today. Is a bit of an update and a bit of a look at the guns. And I'm going to tell you what I'm really seeing happening in the markets right now, the truth about what's going on right now in the stock market, Dow Jones, S&P 500. I'm going to be talking about Bitcoin as well too, and the Bitcoin, what's happening with the Bitcoin price right now, and what's going on with the Bitcoin price. And that's exactly what I'm going to talk about here right now, because there's so much going on right now with the Bitcoin price, silver, gold, and the indices as well too. So as you're logging in right now, guys, just say hi. Let me know that you can actually hear me okay. I don't know how it is with the music here, but I'm just doing this live from my Stairmaster right now. And I thought I'd do a live stream for you guys to help you guys out even more. So just say hi where you're coming from, guys, and where you're logging in from right now. And I'm going to get to update of what's happening right now in the stock market, of the Dow Jones, Nasdaq, and the S&P 500, silver, gold as well too. They'll be looking at the crypto market as well too, talking about Bitcoin as well too. So it's exactly what I'm going to be talking about, guys, in this session. So just tell me hi, where you're coming from, and that you can hear me okay, because I don't know how it is with the sound here right now. So again, because the music with the gym right now, but I thought I'd do a live session for you guys once again to help you guys understand what's happening in the market right now. Later on, I'll do an update on the charts. I'll do an update on what I'm seeing actually on the charts itself. But I thought I'd come here and answer some questions and talk to you about what's really going on in the markets right now. So anyway, guys, so let's actually get straight into this. Guys, can you just give me a yes in the chat box if you can hear me or something like that? Make sure the sound is okay, and then I'll get started. I just want to make sure that the sound is okay. So just give me something in the chat box or something like that you can actually hear me, and then we'll actually we'll get started with this session here. So, hey Darius, great to see you, my man. All right, fantastic, guys, fantastic. All right. So anyway, guys, let me get straight into it right now. I want to give you guys a bit of an update on the markets, okay? Now, here we go, guys. Okay, here we go. Firstly, guys, how's the guns looking today? Voice a bit muffled. All right. Darius, how's that now, man? Is that a bit better? Is the sound a bit better now after I've just done that? Just let me know what the sound is, and we'll go from there. Because I've exercise machine. Oh, okay. Voice is a bit huffy. Huh? I think I say huffy. Okay. Anyway, let me see if I can turn this thing on again. Sound is fine, just your breathing. Okay. All right, fantastic. All right, guys, so let's get straight into the market update right now. I'm going to give you guys a true update. Later on, I'll get to the charts, but right now I thought I'd do a live stream. I am huffing and puffing right now, guys, because I'm on the Stairmaster, and I'm doing 5 on the Stairmaster. I'm doing this for another 20 minutes or so. And of course there is, yeah, of course. Anyway, so taking care of the body, taking care of the mind, looking at the guns. Let's get straight into the stock market now, guys. Anyway, all right. Firstly, I must say this, guys. Remember, it's a market of stocks, not a stock market. Please remember that. It's a market of stocks, it's not a stock market. Meaning this, just because the Dow Jones or the S&P or the Nasdaq right now may be looking weak, and I'll get to that in a minute, what they're telling me, does not mean every single stock on the chart is looking weak. In fact, look at Coca-Cola, look at McDonald's, right? So look at McDonald's, look at Coca-Cola, look at Berkshire Hathaway. They're making all-time new highs, or Berkshire Hathaway is almost making new highs, but look at Coca-Cola and McDonald's, all-time new highs. So I want to try and tell you guys that each individual stock that you trade has its own merits. They're all based on the different cycles and the different phases they're in right now. So just because the Dow Jones or the S&P looks weak and it may pull back, doesn't mean every single stock is going to pull back. Makes sense? So it's so important that you don't say, okay, well the S&P's bearish, so I'm going to go short, you know, some of these stocks. It doesn't work like that. It's so important, guys, that when you're trading, that you trade the stock based on its own merit, based on that system itself. So if I see the indices are looking weak right now, if I see the indices looking weak right now, and I get a bullish setup on a stock, of course I'm going to trade that. Because guess what, guys? No one knows what's going to happen. You know what I mean? No one knows what's going to happen with the indices. They could go sideways for it. Heck, we could get a bounce right now and keep going up. So please remember that, guys. The indices do not correlate to what the stocks are doing. Because in fact, if you actually look at the stocks right now, especially in the NASDAQ, they've been getting creamed for the last month. So is the NASDAQ, but they've been getting creamed. And guess what? The stocks that have been getting creamed the most, the stocks that have been getting hammered the most, guess what? They've bubbled the most. So please remember that when you are doing, and my bloody hip hurts, when you're doing your analysis and you're looking at the stock market itself, please remember, guys, that you do your analysis based on that individual stock itself. Your trading, if a trading setup is bullish on this stock, but the indices look weak, I have to still take it because it's the plan. In any event, so that's the first thing I want to talk about, guys, is that there. Let's get into the indices right now. Gauging where momentum is on the short term, meaning for this last leg down indices, NASDAQ, Dow Jones, and the S&P, gauging on momentum. All right, this last leg down we've had for this last week or so, it's very weak still. Okay, momentum hasn't even shifted on the short term to have another leg up yet. We haven't actually done that yet. So the momentum is still very weak. In fact, the NASDAQ is the weakest out of all of them. The NASDAQ has the weakest momentum on the downside. I'm not going to get into how I read that and so on and so forth. It's basically from the charts itself. It's not an indicator, it's just how you read the market. But the NASDAQ, good on you. So the NASDAQ right now, guys, is the weakest out of all of them. Because the NASDAQ has the strongest momentum on the downside, where the S&P 500 and Dow, Friday's bar look like it may be getting ready for some short-term momentum shift on that daily chart. But it didn't happen. Today we broke down again, and because the down bar, the momentum's followed through. So right now, guys, short-term momentum is still on the downside. And look at that NASDAQ. That NASDAQ has actually made pretty much a double bottom compared to its previous lows, or its recent lows. It is so much weaker. Now, let me give you some obvious facts here and some things to look out for. Right now, guys, I'm so excited right now about the market. So excited. Okay, starters, the next big short is coming around. And you better believe, guys, I'm loading up on shorts right now. Guys, give me a Y in the chat box if you already know that I'm short Bitcoin a while ago, from the videos I've been doing for this last few weeks to a month about Bitcoin. So I'm enjoying this pullback that's happening in the stock, in the crypto, in the Bitcoin market. I'm enjoying this thing big time. It's like, keep going, baby. Because you can see it all over the charts, right? Yeah, sure, Bitcoin. Yeah, Darius, yeah. So anyway, so that's what's happening short term, guys. The next big short here is coming. Here's the facts, guys. If you want to look for the next big short on stocks, if you want to look for the next big short on indices, firstly, don't risk everything. Darius, it was actually not right now, and it's not, no, it's too late now to get in short. The opportunity missed. It was actually last week when the market dropped. That's when I went short, the Bitcoin price. Anyway, so you guys know that anyway, because I've been talking about Bitcoin for quite some time now. So I'll tell you right now, guys, I get so many people email me from Bopoli saying, John, oh yeah, Darius, yeah. There's a right time to get into these things when they break out, and there's a wrong time. Right now, it's the risk to reward right now the risk is now doubled if you actually get into the trade, and that's not something I'm willing to. But I was waiting for that right opportunity. As soon as I got that opportunity, boom, I was all over it like Donkey Kong. Let me speed this thing up a bit more, so I might be huffing and puffing a little bit more, guys. But we'll talk about that. You've got to wait and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait for the right opportunity and be patient. So let's actually, guys, in the next market downturn, and we're going to go through a market downturn. It maybe even started already. All right. The stocks that are going to crash the most have bubbled the most. Makes sense, right? So if you look at any stock out there, look at Nvidia, NVDA, look at that weekly chart. That thing was just all the way up for the last couple of years, right? Pretty much vertical. What bubbles the most crashes the most. That's why in the next crash, the NASDAQ is going to fall more in percent terms compared to the S&P and the Dow Jones. Why? Because it's gone up a lot more. What bubbles the most crashes the most. Just makes sense, right? So that's for me personally, guys. Like I'm short big time 2 stocks right now, and I'm also short crypto market. Now, I'm not telling you guys what to do. I'm not telling you when you should get in. You must understand that there's also a risk management to these setups as well too, guys. So you need to make sure that there's a good risk management, because if the trade doesn't work out, you need to make sure you're protecting yourself so you're not completely blown out of the water. So that's what you want to focus on. And so Darius, you said, you mentioned Bitcoin headed possibly towards 1,000. You know what, Darius? Yeah, that could possibly do that, maybe even 2,000 there. The first support's around 3,000. But here's the thing, Darius. What if it doesn't go down? What if you get in right now and the thing completely returns? The thing is this, is that you've got to get in on a right time to have a good risk management in place. But right now, you know, the thing's dropped almost, what's up, 30% or something like that in the last week. So it's, you know, right now is the wrong time to short. If you're looking to get into Bitcoin, even though you think something may happen, or the charts are telling you something happened, there's a right time to get into these things. That's why I was saying on YouTube all this time, this thing's gonna pound, this thing's gonna pound, this thing's gonna pound. And I was waiting for my right opportunity to short this thing. I was waiting for the market to tell me. And guess what, as soon as it told me, boom, I was all over it. I've been riding this thing down all ever since. You still gotta have your risk management in place, because it's not a guaranteed thing. This thing could completely turn around and you go for a massive spike like it did about a month ago, right? The thing just, boom, big spike up. So be smart about the way that you're doing things in the markets, okay? Let me get a drink here. But as I said before, guys, is that we are getting ready for the next big short in the market. It's just all over the wall. And if you're smart about what you do, you can position yourself quite nicely with stocks. Like as I said before, guys, I'm short. Hey. So I'm obviously, and I'm short 2 different stocks. I'm obviously short 2 different stocks right now that are one of the most bubble stocks in the top say 500, because that's likely to come down the most. So I'm going to position myself for the next big short. I'm not going to make some good coin if it does come down over the next 6 months. So that's what I'm positioned for, but not on the indices, not yet. I'm in trading stocks here, what I'm talking about, that do that. So guys, be smart about the way you're trading, you know, and the way that you're doing these markets, because It's, you know, the market will slap you as hard as you can look at it, so be smart, okay? Just because something's going to go to 1,000 doesn't mean it's going to go to 1,000. You still need to have your risk management in play. Golly, man, I'm starting to get pretty puffed now. Let's, me. Yo, John, it's Matt Wilson. Hey, Matt, how you going, man? Jeez, man. You ever take time off working out and doing YouTube channel at the same time? I'm impressed, brother. Matt, how could you not be? How could you not be excited about all this opportunity right now? So much opportunity right now to do so well over this next couple of years. We'll go back to as a man thinker. Here you go. So guys, that's what I want to give you guys a bit of a market update right now. Read Ray Dalio's book. Read Ray Dalio's book, guys. Understanding Big Debt Crisis. We know that history doesn't repeat itself, but it rhymes. Very similar thing happened again and again and again throughout history. And once you know the past, you can very know what's going to happen in the future. So by reading Ray Dalio's book, Understanding Big Debt Crisis, how bubbles start, what's the middle range, the Goldilocks range, as Ray Dalio calls it, and what tends to happen over there at tops of markets. And this is just not looking at, Ray Dalio does such an amazing job with that. So if you're understanding where we are in the cycle of things, forget the fundamentals. Fundamentals always look good at the top. Low unemployment, blah, 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 blah. So if you go understand that, Ray Dalio is the man, guys. Buy the Understanding Big Debt Crisis and read that thing 10 to 15 times. That's what I'm doing. And it's helped me so much understand where we are right now in the overall big picture of things. So guys, that's what I wanted to talk about in this video, in this session here today, as I'm doing my cardio. Please, you have mentioned recently that signals to market crashes will most likely take 12 months. Well, yes, there is. Not signals, but remember, a stock market crash, right? Right, Darius? Let me ask you a question, Darius. How long did 2008 stock market crash take? Pretty obvious, right? It took 12 months for that thing to unfold, right? Now, probably that was one of the worst Great Depressions of a long time or whatever. So that's what I'm trying to say here, is that stock market crashes tend to unfold over a 12 to 24 month period. It's never 1 month. So if you guys are listening to my poly right now and think the market's going to crash 50% overnight, yeah, right. Anyway, I've had so many people say to me, John, I've been listening to Bo Polly and he says the market's going to crash big time right now, and I should be buying Bitcoin and all that sort of stuff, and silver and gold. And then I have some other people saying, John, I've been listening to Bo Polly and I've been trying to short this market for the last few months and it hasn't gone anywhere. What's going on? Or I've been buying more and more Bitcoin as this market's been going sideways. And then the recent drop, people contact me saying, John, what's going on? Like, Bo said it's going to drop, it's going to go up, and you sounded so confident and all this sort of stuff. Well, guess what, guys? Here's the big differences. I'm in the market every day with my real money. Not with just a few $100s. We're talking thousands and thousands of dollars in the market every single day. So I understand these markets. Crash will happen, but it will take time to play out. Exactly right, Hugo, exactly right. You start to see the market start to drop key past levels and all that sort of stuff. But I do believe the first leg down, the very first couple of months leg down, after this thing breaks key support levels, is going to be the strongest. Because there's no support level there. Once the NASDAQ and the S&P and the Dow break those support levels, there's no support levels until we actually get back to where the election was. 18,000 on the Dow. Yeah. Of course, you go, yes, of course. So guys, here's what I'm saying here. Be careful who you listen to. When I come to you guys and I'm talking about the markets, rest assured guys, I'm in there every single day. I don't just promote a coaching program every now and then, stuff like that. So when I have a losing trade, it hurts. And I understand that. And so through my time, I've learned what to focus on, what to do, and the mistakes that I make. Make sense? So that's the thing, guys. You've got to remember these things, okay? Look at these people out there. They're not actively in the markets. They're not really, Bo Polly made a lucky guess once, and he was right. His other 800 predictions have been wrong. John, your calls have been consistent. Correct, man. Well, me. Look at the silver and gold, right? I said we're likely to do for another leg down on silver and gold. That's exactly what happened. I said we're about to get a big move in Bitcoin. Look what happened. Now, I didn't know it was going to make that much of a big move. I didn't know it was going to be a big move on the downside. But the charts told me something big's going to happen in Bitcoin soon. And if it was to the downside, I didn't know exactly what was going to be to the downside, but the overall big picture said that we're going to break to the downside. You better believe I'm going to be shorting the crap out of that, because the calm before the storm. Now, I'm not telling you to get in Bitcoin right now. You need to have your risk management in place. I got into Bitcoin at a good time to have good risk management, to allow it swinging and all that sort of stuff as well. I'm not telling you guys to get in Bitcoin right now. I'm not telling you to place any trade. You need to be smart about the way you get into these things. Just because you think it's going to go down to 2,000 or 3,000, like the charts tell me it's probably going to do, it doesn't mean that you should just get in at any time. Be smart about the way you're doing these markets, guys. Have good risk management. Ask yourself, if this position I trade right now doesn't work out, it's a losing trade, is it going to hurt me? That's the way you should be doing any position. So that's what I do say there, guys, when you trade the market, is just be smart about the way you're looking at this market. All the peaks and troughs, like your course showed me, has been very helpful. Still making mistakes, but less mistakes every day. Hey, Darius, fantastic, man. If you use the 2008 experience, you'll be better for it. 2008, Hugo, 2008, my man, was a phenomenal year for me, because I just traded what it was telling me, and it was going down. So I didn't trade based on what I think I would feel. I just traded. I had a lot of bearish stocks as well. So 2008 was actually a good year for me, really good year. Can you explain specifically what trading the dominant trend is, please? Seeing your video on it. Hollywood John, my man. The dominant trend is whoever's in control of the market right now. So higher highs and higher lows. So right now, if you're looking at a chart and it starts to make higher highs and higher lows, that's the dominant trend, right? That on the daily chart. But on the weekly charts, is where it's at, right? So what I like to do is I like to make sure that I'm trading. I like to make sure that I'm trading weekly charts and daily charts saying the same thing. So if those weekly charts are looking very weak, pretty much lower lows and lower highs, because that's a downtrend, and then I get a nice lower low, lower high, and then my pattern that I'm looking for, my correct entry bar, and it meets all the rules, that's what I talk about going with it. So that's trading with the dominant trend. And as you guys see with the crypto market, right? The weekly charts have been lowering their prices. That's the big guys who run this market, not us. Listen to them. You know what I mean? It's like, we're not smarter than the market. Listen to the market. I wasn't lucky saying this Bitcoin was probably going to explode. the weekly charts today. So it's understanding that. The volume on monthly Bitcoin charts was decreasing quite dramatically prior to the breakout. I learned from you, John, how to read the charts, so massive thanks. Hey, Nick, fantastic. All I do say is, Nick, the reason why we had low volume, guess what? Because the market was going sideways, very small bars, very small candles going sideways. So that's the reason why we had no volume, right? Because no one was interested in it. Very small bars, no in motion, no one in control. Large bar, breakout, someone in control. And that's when I started shorting the crap out of this Bitcoin. Anyway, this Bitcoin might be a loss for me. I don't really care. I've got my risk management in place. But here's why I look at Bitcoin right now is this trade. I'm risking a certain amount of money. And if I am right about what Bitcoin's going to do, my position is going to be 500% plus in profit. So I'm risking, actually no, a lot more than that, sorry. Probably 600 or 700%. So in my mind, I'm risking a certain amount, call it 2.5 grand. But if the Bitcoin keeps going the way that I see it going, then my 2.5 grand in risk is going to equal $25,000 to $30,000 in profit. Do you guys see how I'm risk to reward ratio there? That's why I look at Bitcoin right now. It's not a get in, get out really quickly and all that sort of stuff. Like, no. I understand the cycle of things. So that's what I'm looking at right now. I have my risk, and whatever I'm risking there, I'm okay with that. If it stops me out, it's not going to hurt me. But if the market does run on where I think it's going to go to, then I'm going to make maybe even close to 1,000% return on the trade. But that's probably going to take a few months to unfold overall, guys. So anyway, Darius, are you on a phone or tablet while doing this? Phone, my man. I'm on my phone while doing the Stairmaster. Yeah, that's why I've just almost finished 30 minutes, and as you can see, I'm sweating like a bitch right now. So yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm done for this session right now, guys. I hope today has really helped you out a little bit more, guys. Understand this market's just a little bit more. The truth are in the markets, guys. And please, for goodness sake, guys, be smart about the way you're investing in the markets. Be smart, okay? If you're about to put a position on, you need to say to yourself, if this is a losing trade, is it going to hurt me? If the answer is yes, you're trading way too much, okay? So you need to have that. So anyway, guys, I'm off. Have a great day, guys. I'm off to do some stretching now and then to get back home, and I might do some charting videos for you guys to show you the charts and all that sort of stuff a bit later on, but you guys can see the charts. So anyway, guys, right now it's an exciting time. I'm so excited right now. It's just an amazing opportunity to do really well for market. So anyway, guys, have an amazing day, and I'll speak to you soon.